Speaking of the NFL, though, they also have announced that in the preseason this year, they're going to have an experiment with the chain gangs. We might say goodbye to the NFL chain gangs.
Well, they're doing this in the UFL.
Yeah, CJ is an expert on the UFL for the odds couple here on Grand City Media. But the NFL is going to test now doing it with I don't know, like robots, or I don't know how they do it.
They got it. So there's a chip in the ball.
Yeah.
And then where the chip lands, like that's where the ball, like, oh, the chip crossed the 29, the chip crossed the 30, the chip didn't cross the 31. Oh, hit the ball down.
I mean, it seems so obvious they should be doing this.
Yeah.
That we should have been doing this for a long time. They use, like in tennis, they have like the Hawkeye system when the ball goes out of bounds. In minor league baseball now, they have it. I went to the Redbirds game last week. So they have a thing now, a challenge system where if a ball strike call comes in, and if you're the batter and or the pitcher and you disagree, you tap your head and you get 3 wrong challenges per game. Otherwise, you can challenge all you want. And as soon as you challenge it, the umpire says there's a challenge. The scoreboard comes on. They put up the ball strike thing. They show exactly where the pitch was. Right, wrong, done. Keep going. Yeah. It's pretty quick. It was actually really cool to see him do it. Like, if they can pull this off in the minors, you know it's coming to the majors, especially because the umpires are so terrible in Major League Baseball. But NFL, they should have been doing this for a long time, and I'm glad we don't have guys like standing 30 yards away on the sideline guessing where the ball crosses the line. Like, it's always so ridiculous on those plays.
And this is the benefit of having a minor league system. You can try out these rules. Like the G League has tried out a couple of rules for the NBA. You brought up minor league baseball trying out rules for Major League Baseball, and now the NFL's minor league system for the longest has been college football. Well, now it feels like there is another sort of minor league option for them to maybe not get players, but to get like some rules changes. And so there are a bunch of different things. There's a drone down there as well that is pretty cool. And part of the reason this spring football league is going to make it, I think, is because it serves as a testing ground for the NFL to try out new things.
What's the drone do?
It's just there. It's just a camera.
It's camera footage?
It's really cool watching dudes run for a touchdown from like right here above their head.
Yeah.
And so that's what it does.
Maybe
it's
that's why they're running, because they think the thing.
It's a new camera.
They're afraid these flying blades are going to attack me as I run down the field.
But there are some other rules that are being tried out down there as well. And if it works, the NFL will bring it up. They do some really good things with challenges. In the UFL, formerly XFL, USFL, both of those, they merged UFL. They do some really cool things there. I'm looking forward to seeing what other rules the NFL decides to implement from the UFL.
Someone said in the chat the chain gang is getting replaced by AI, but I did read they're going to keep the chain gang just in case. They'll have them there. They'll still walk the sideline and do everything.
Well, you have to.
Yeah, just like in case the computer crashes or something, you got to have them there.
Got it. Because, like, Belichick is gone, Brady is gone. But New England will still cheat, right? Like, cheating is still going to happen. Somebody's going to hack into it and break it on purpose and figure out to
short yardage situations.
To tilt it more in the home team's favor. Then it's like, wait a second. Let's go. NFL is full of a bunch of cheaters, and I love all 32 of them. That'd
be a good plot for a movie or something. Like the hacker who hacks into the NFL refereeing system or whatever. Yeah.
Which team? Which team is doing it?
Definitely the Patriots.
Even without Brady and Belichick.
The Saints or the Patriots.
The Saints is a good one. The Saints, they feel like they might
the Aints would do something.
They would do some nefarious stuff.
My son had the idea the other day, and it's a good idea, that the umpires in baseball, they wear the mask. He was like, why don't they have a little VR screen in there where they see the ball strike zone, and then, they can see from the front where the pitch comes in, if it's a ball or a strike. I was like, that's a great idea. I don't know why they don't do that. It seems like it'd be not that hard to do. Yeah, and one of the Twins players, we talked about this on Infield Fly, the Grand City Media podcast this week.
When does that come out?
Every Monday. Carlos Correa from the Twins had the idea of, now the pitchers and the catchers have the PitchCom system where they signal in the pitch, and it verbally, or I guess audibly, tells the pitcher what pitch to throw. Correa said that the pitchers are so good now, and they cross up the batter so much that the umpires should also have the PitchCom so they know what pitch is coming. So they know, all right, this is a slider coming. He's trying to hit the outside corner. So the umpire has an idea of what pitch is coming a little bit more. So they're not caught off guard like the batters are so much, and they can, kind of have a little bit more of a sliding seal. I thought it was a pretty good idea.
I like that idea a lot. Honestly, I like both of them. I think that idea can be implemented like that, and the other one might take some time to
figure out. The only
thing
I was thinking is like
the technology. You got to get the screen the right size. You
got to do it where the batter can't hear it.
Yeah.
Because the pitcher has like an actual speaker in the helmet in his hat that like out loud says what the pitch is. So if the umpire has that, like maybe the batter overhears it or so. I don't know. So anyway,
find a way. I mean, we've got earpieces, AirPods, and things of that nature, and you can have it in, and I can be right up next to you, and I'm trying to hold a conversation with you, and you're listening to music. You're
I saw a dude at the airport the other day wearing a headset, and it wasn't in his ears. It was like on his head. And I looked it up, and there's some sort of like it plays through your skull
Temple?
or your bone or something, and like apparently it sounds better than headphones. Or,
oh, really?
I don't know. I was like, there's no way that can sound better than headphones.
Every now and then, like music will be played, somebody will talk to me, and I'll put them up here, and I can hear just fine up here, but
not as well.
Not as,
you can
not
hear
as well.
It, but
you can
not,
hear it,
yeah.
but not as. I'm not walking around with them up there. I'm interested in that now.
I was like, that's kind of interesting. Yeah. Like maybe somebody finally revolutionized headphones. I don't know.
The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt, live every weekday at 8 a.m.